This prison was designed so that nobody could escape. The doors are locked, the guards are watching, and the path to freedom is filled with dangerous obstacles. But today, one prisoner is going to attempt the impossible. He has to escape the prison, cross toxic areas, survive dangerous traps, climb through construction sites, and avoid everything standing between him and freedom. And if he makes even one mistake, it's all over. The escape begins inside the prison. He carefully moves through the corridors, looking for a way out. There are restricted areas everywhere, so he can't simply run through the building. He reaches the stairs and starts moving higher. So far, everything is going according to plan. But the real challenge hasn't even started yet. He finally makes it out of the main prison area, but instead of finding freedom, he discovers an entire obstacle course waiting outside. There are narrow platforms, huge gaps, and dangerous drops below. One bad jump could send him straight back to the beginning. He takes a deep breath and starts crossing step by step, jump by jump. He manages to make it across the first section. Now things get much harder. He's entered a massive construction area with platforms hanging high above the ground. There are cranes, narrow paths, and gaps everywhere. The only way forward is to keep climbing. He carefully jumps from one platform to another. There's no room for hesitation here. One wrong move, and he could fall from a huge height, and suddenly the path disappears. Instead, there's a huge area filled with dangerous green liquid. This isn't something he can simply walk through. He has to use the platforms above it. He jumps across the first one, then another. The toxic liquid is directly underneath him. He can't afford to fall. After several difficult jumps, he finally reaches the other side, but there is still no freedom. The prisoner enters a dark tunnel leading deeper into the escape route. The path becomes harder to see, and the obstacles become more unpredictable. He keeps moving through the tunnel, searching for the next checkpoint. Then he spots it, a green checkpoint. At least now, if something goes wrong, he won't have to start completely over. With the checkpoint secured, he continues. The next section is filled with dangerous platforms and moving obstacles. He waits for the right moment, then jumps. Another obstacle comes toward him. He waits again and jumps. This escape is turning into a test of timing and patience. Running too quickly would be a huge mistake. Now he reaches a completely different area. There's water ahead, but even this isn't safe. Moving obstacles are blocking the path, and he has to find the perfect route through them. He starts crossing carefully. Left-right jump, another jump. He manages to avoid the obstacles and reaches the next platform. That was way too close. The only way forward is up. He finds a ladder and begins climbing higher and higher. The prison is getting farther behind him, but the escape route is getting more dangerous. At the top, another obstacle course is waiting. He jumps across the platforms and continues forward. Freedom is getting closer, but so are the biggest challenges. Now he's reached a large outdoor area. There are roads, buildings, construction equipment, and obstacles everywhere. This looks like the perfect place to escape, but there is one problem. He isn't alone. He has to move carefully and avoid anything that could stop him. He crosses the road and keeps moving toward the next section, and then he sees it. Something much bigger is standing in his way. This is no ordinary obstacle. The prisoner has to get past this powerful enemy before he can continue. He doesn't stop. Instead, he looks for an opening. The moment he gets a chance, he moves past it and keeps running. That was definitely one of the closest moments of the entire escape. After escaping the enemy, he enters a completely different environment. Now there's a garden and forest-like area ahead. It looks peaceful. But this prison escape has already taught us one thing. Nothing here is actually safe. There are more obstacles hidden throughout the area. He carefully follows the path and continues moving forward. The route becomes difficult again. Narrow platforms, huge gaps, moving obstacles, and another series of jumps. At this point, the prisoner has already survived almost everything the game could throw at him, but the finish line is still not guaranteed. He keeps moving, one jump at a time. And now something strange happens. The path starts leading back toward another prison-like area. After coming this far, it almost feels like the escape is taking him in circles, but he doesn't give up. He continues through the corridors and follows the route ahead. There has to be a final exit somewhere. The obstacles are becoming more intense. This is the final stretch. He's already survived the toxic zone, the construction site, the tunnels, the water section, the enemy, and countless jumps. Now there's only one thing left to do. Get to the finish. He moves forward carefully. No unnecessary risks. No stopping. He can finally see the end of the escape route, but the last few obstacles are still standing between him and freedom. He crosses another platform, then another. The finish is getting closer with every step. After everything he's been through, giving up now isn't an option. And finally, he reaches the last section. The path behind him is filled with everything that tried to stop him, but he survived it all. The prisoner makes the final move and reaches the escape area. He actually did it. He escaped the impossible prison. What started as a simple prison escape turned into a massive survival challenge. Toxic liquid, impossible jumps, dangerous enemies, construction zones, tunnels, and countless traps. And somehow, he survived them all. Would you have made it out of this prison? Let me know in the comments.
Life is noisy, but your luck is very difficult. And how to touch and the Sony game not perfect in daily life, but you have somebody outer this area and you have changed myself and everything you know like me and deserve it the very no moment. The Sony game is no poverty in discipline, not my mind, and everything do not deserve it. And like so as me, and don't touch and forget me, and together, but you have not same and life, but you have you and everything do not discuss and like improvement, but somebody you have changed, no discuss, no life improvement, no somebody else, but you have changed and discuss is life is so poverty and discarded, and you have so nobody and so low this Sony game is no poverty on my this mind it appear and this public is disappear and you match me and everything you know fuck me and you fuck me. Don't forget me.